everybody, and welcome to today's video. We are doing a full face of OFRA Cosmetics. We're also going to be playing around with their brand new Midi palettes. Y'all, these palettes are absolutely amazing. I'm super excited to show you all. They actually did release May 26th, and these are now available over on OFRA's website. You can save 20% with code HOTMESS. I'm going to get into showing you each palette that is in this PR box and how you can pick up your very own set as well. A big thank you to OFRA Cosmetics for sponsoring today's video. I am super excited to be working with them, and thank you to you all, because without you all, OFRA would not know that Hot Mess Mama is sitting over here on this corner of the YouTube. Anyways, if you are new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name's Rhonda, and over here we always embrace the hot mess, which, whoo, y'all, it's been quite a day. There's a little bit of an interruption in this video. You'll find out a little bit more a little bit later, but anywho, fortunately it's a judgment-free, drama-free, stress-free zone where hopefully you want to sit back, relax with me, play in makeup, talk about makeup, unbox makeup, do all the things when it comes to makeup, beauty, hair care, skincare, whatever it may be, and just have a good old time over here in the judgment-free zone. Anyways, friends, let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, so real quick, let's go over some of the Vacay Glow new palettes releasing from OFRA Cosmetics. Now keep in mind, these palettes are already available. They're their little mini palettes. They are super, super adorable, and there is a palette for everyone. If y'all are interested in picking them up, you can actually pick up the entire PR set if you are interested, or you can pick them up individually. Now the first one in the set is called the Midi Palette Face It Light, and you do get a satiny type of bronze in here. You have a matte bronze, and then of course you have a highlighter. So this is the light shade. So that's what the palette looks like up close, and you can see it has a beautiful like contour shade in here that is matte, and then we have the bronzer, and of course their beautiful well-known highlighters. Moving on to the medium, this is the exact same type of layout. By the way, you do get a mirror in these palettes, so you have the standard type of OFRA palette and component, and same thing, you've got a nice little bronzer contour happening with the highlight in there, and then of course we do have a deep shade, which I just think these shades are going to be absolutely beautiful. Same concept, you got your bronzer, you got a contour, you do have your highlighter as well. Again, you can pick up the whole set for $89, save yourself 20% with code HOTMESS, or you can pick them up individually, and each one will cost $35, and you can use my coupon code HOTMESS to save 20% off, even if you do purchase them individually. So I did originally plan on doing like a full face of OFRA Cosmetics, but as we know, your girl can't shade match to save her soul. So real quick, let me tell you what I did try out, and I want to give you guys like my thoughts and opinions on this. So this is the OFRA Cosmetics Primer Absolute Cover. This is amazing. The reviews on it as well were like, everybody was saying that it's hydrating and moisturizing, but like not too much, so if you have oily skin, it's still going to work for you. It does help to like blur out the pores and your fine lines, and it does have silicone in it, but it actually doesn't feel like it. So I love it. I was really like surprised by it, because I have that whole stigma when it comes to silicones. Just throw it right out the window. This stuff is amazing. It goes on almost like a feeling of sunscreen, but then it just like absorbs into the skin. It doesn't sit on your face like you would think a silicone type of product does. This stuff is amazing. I just wanted to show you all, it does have a little pump. You can twist it, lock it in place. You can travel with it and not have to worry about it. Don't let the color of the formula freak you out, because it's not going to like give you that cast on your face where it's like really noticeable or anything. As far as the mini palettes, I just want to go ahead and start doing my contour, my bronzing, and everything. So I'm going to just go ahead and take this shade right here. On the back is all of the names, but y'all know the only one I tend to get correct is the middle. when it comes to the other side, I'm like, is it San Fran or is it Pacifica? I don't know. So that's a me problem. So I am going to just jump in with my rougher. This is the rougher 05 brush, and I am going to go in with the shade right here to kind of do a bit of the contouring. I like to keep it out along the sides. As we know, OFRA Cosmetics bronzers, blushers, everything they're just so easy to work with. They're so beautiful. I just absolutely love them. And the little midi palette that I am going in with is in the shade medium. No, okay, I don't want to hear about it in the comment section, y'all. We all know your girl likes to go pretty in with her bronzers and contours. It's just what I do. Now, if you do feel like you did go a little bit ham, no big thing. Just take a fluffy brush and just blend. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little, I don't even know what kind of brush this is actually. It's for your eyeball, but I like to make brushes do what I want them to do. So I am gonna kind of contour my nose a little bit with this shade. And then I am gonna take a little bit of it and go under my lips. Okay, so next I do want to dip into the shade over here. It's kind of like a radiant type of bronze, which I just think is so beautiful. So I am going to just go ahead and take some of that on a blush brush and just lightly right over top. And I do take it down. Okay, so I'm going to jump in with my BK Beauty 108 brush, go right into the highlighter, which is in the shade Rodeo Drive, which, fun fact, that was the first OFRA highlighter that I ever tried out and fell in love with. And to this day, I guarantee you I still have it. I'm going to hit the nose because I like to be shiny. Shiny. My kids make fun of me all the time because I can get like the first part of a song and then I just start making up my own words. Does anybody else do that? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the OFRA blush. This is in Candy Apple. Look how beautiful. I sing about everything, y'all. That is what I do. This is going to be your perfect blush shade for the summertime to get that like sunburn look. Okay, so I'm gonna tap a lot of it off and then just hit my cheeks, my nose, and back up to my cheeks. And these are very pigmented. You know, you might want to be a little careful, not be like me and just hit everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and focus on the eyes. So they did send over this beautiful palette. This is their signature palette in the shade, or in the name Symphony. It's the beautiful like berry tones that I absolutely love. I am gonna go ahead and take the translucent powder and just set down the primer that I did apply on my lid. You'll know that's just kind of what I do. I do have slightly hooded eyes, and no matter what, they're gonna crease. That's just what they do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set it down. I'm gonna put a little underneath the eye. Then let's go ahead and move into this shade right here because it's kind of like that muted type of undertone, you know, that grayish undertone that I think would be really pretty and complementary to this Symphony palette. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna jump into this shade right here and I'm gonna apply it and use it as my transition shade. I'm gonna tap it right in there. Keep in mind with these little mini palettes, I mean, in all honesty, not only could you use these on your cheeks, but you could definitely put them on your eyes too and use them as a shadow with these beautiful highlights to make everything pop. Okay, so jumping into this beautiful Symphony palette, I am going to jump into this shade right here. And there is a mirror in these palettes as well. So I'm going to just go ahead and apply that just a little bit lower. I love OFRA's eyeshadow formula so much. I feel like they're just so easy to work with. I am applying that shade underneath the eye as well. Okay, so next I do want to jump into this beautiful berry shade. I'm going to use that for the outer V portion of my eye. And I'm just real lightly, very, very lightly applying that to the outer corner. And just kind of softly trying to build it up. And a little underneath the eye. Is that not such a beautiful shade? I just think berry tones look so beautiful, especially in the summertime when my skin starts to get a little bit of coloring. Okay, I'm gonna jump in now with the deepest shade in the palette, and just kind of real lightly dab it along the lash line. Now if you pick up all 3 of the palettes, I think it would be gorgeous to go in with the deep shade. This would be so pretty to do that right along the lash line. Y'all know I'm gonna be coming back and doing like a smoky bronze eye with these palettes because these palettes are just gorgeous and you can't beat it for the price. I mean, 3 different shades and 1 little palette. And I love these eyeshadow palettes as well. I mean, you get 5 and you get a highlighter, so you all know you can put that not only on your eyes, but you can use it as a highlighter for your face. Okay guys, mom duty calls. Hailey's car just broke down. I'll be right back. I have to go get her. Okay, it'll be like 1.2 seconds for you guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Mom duty calls. Her car is now at the shop getting looked at, so fingers crossed it gets fixed. It's been an ongoing issue. Anywho, it's been a few hours and everything, as y'all can tell, has lasted beautifully. One thing that I did realize I forgot to add was some of the beautiful shimmer in this palette. So I do want to just take a little bit of it. It is in the shade Blissful, and just pop it right there in the center. Like, how pretty is that? So that's the nice thing with this palette, is you can go with the mattes, do a matte look, or you could add a little bit of shimmer. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the lips. I can tell y'all, before I ran out of the house, I did apply a couple of these liquid lipsticks. Super comfortable. This is the mini lip set. It is the Everyday Nudes Volume 2. Absolutely love these shades. Super comfortable. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with the OFRA Cosmetics Baby Doll Liner. Okay, so this is lined, and look at the shade right here. This is just such a perfect everyday type of nude. I'm about to shake y'all up a little bit because I am gonna go ahead and let's go in with the shade Theo Palo. I think it's this shade right here. I'm gonna show y'all what I did. Okay, so went ahead, applied that. Then I'm gonna go in with the OFRA Cosmetics, the lip liner in the shade Chestnut, and I'm gonna like kind of deepen the outer part, kind of like a contour. I'm bringing the 90s back, y'all. I mean, if that is not a 90s vibe, I don't know what is. By the way, here is the Chestnut. Look at that. I mean, you could almost use that as a brow color. Okay, I do want to mention the other thing that I did apply before I ran out of the house was the Makeup Fixer. It's a light refreshing mist that keeps makeup in place all day, and I would say it did a really good job. It had a little bit of hydration, I feel like, to it, but not enough to where it made me like a grease slick or anything. And I think everything stayed in place beautifully. Thank you again to OFRA Cosmetics for sponsoring today's video, for sending these over for me to play around with, and I'm just excited for y'all to get your hands on these palettes, or at least one of these palettes. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video enough to stick around, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. I will make sure to have everything listed and linked down below for y'all. Keep in mind, again, these are available at OFRA's website. Code HOTMESS will save you 20%, not only on these, but on everything. Don't forget to check me out over on my second channel, HOTMESS MOMMA Vlogs, for some plus size curvy girl fashion hauls, as well as over on Instagram and TikTok at HOTMESSMOMMA4. And until next time, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye.